please hit that subscribe button. Hey everybody, better suited to win the Stanley Cup this season. If you are new to the channel, Washington Capitals, the Boston Bruins.
Locked on and he scored! And we're live. Hey everybody, so it's time to continue my favorite series here. And we're going to continue with the California teams today, talking about the Anaheim Ducks. So before we begin, I just ask that you please hit that subscribe button if you're new, and give this video a thumbs up if you haven't already. It greatly helps out the channel and is very much appreciated. But let's get into it here, looking at my favorite players on the Anaheim Ducks by position, creating a line of favorites. Starting at left wing, where we have Nick Delorier, top fighter in the NHL this past season, 14 fights on the year. Only player, I believe, to reach double-digit fights this year. Really tough kid. Has obviously played for a number of different teams now. He's played for Buffalo. He's played for Montreal. Now he's in Anaheim. Hard worker, doing what it takes to stay in the league. Really, really tough kid, and willing to take on anybody. And was the biggest fighter in the league this year. So Delorier is my favorite left winger. At center, we have Adam Henrique. Adam Henrique, somebody I've always liked, even going back to his New Jersey days. One of those smaller players who plays with a lot of heart and a lot of energy, and he's become a really good second-line center. Obviously now Anaheim's a team overall that struggles, but Henrique actually had a pretty decent year this year, and he continues to be a quality player for the Anaheim Ducks. And at right wing, we have Rickard Rakell, who is just an absolutely outstanding player. Obviously, he put up bigger numbers when Anaheim was better, but that's expected. And that pretty much happens across the board. The better the team is, the better the players around you are, the more you're going to produce and the more offense you're going to put up. But Rakell's still a really talented player, one of the best offensive players left on the Anaheim Ducks. And he's somebody that, as this team kind of goes through a rebuild, is one of the guys that they're certainly going to want to keep and kind of build around. And hopefully as the younger players for the Ducks come up and develop and get better, and Anaheim starts to rise a little bit in the as far as the standings go again, Rakell's numbers are going to go back up as well. On defense, my favorite defenseman is without a doubt Josh Manson. He is one of my favorite defensemen in the entire league. Never mind just on Anaheim. I've always loved this kid. Even going back to his college days, he played at Northeastern in Hockey East, one of the Boston schools, and he was awesome there. But he's been great since coming into the NHL with Anaheim. Big, physical, two-way defenseman, not afraid to get involved physically, not afraid to drop the gloves and fight. My kind of player, 100%, and just awesome kid to watch. Second favorite defenseman is Erik Goodbranson. Another guy, obviously he never lived up to his draft status as being, such a high draft pick in the first round, but he's still, I think, a very solid depth defenseman, and he's somebody that brings a lot of physicality to the lineup, another guy who's not afraid to fight, and somebody who just always sticks up for his teammates, always has his team's back, and is willing to do whatever it takes defensively to, try and help the team win and help out as much as he can. So solid depth defenseman there in Erik Goodbranson. And finally, that leaves us with goaltender, and my favorite goalie is John Gibson, without a doubt. I think Gibson's one of the most talented goaltenders in the league. Obviously, it's just been tough the last couple years with Anaheim not being as good of a team in front of him. But he is a very, very good goaltender, a very talented goaltender, and somebody who a lot of times keeps Anaheim in games that they should not even be in and steals a lot of wins. He is a goalie that does steal a lot of wins. And obviously that's a very, very good trait to have in a goaltender, and somebody who, when the team does get better again and when the team is back being a playoff team, is very, very good to have in the playoffs. A guy that is going to, could potentially steal a series or two for you. So those are my favorites on the Anaheim Ducks. At left wing, Nick Delorier. At center, Adam Henrique. At right wing, Rickard Rakell. On defense, Josh Manson and Erik Goodbranson. And in goal, John Gibson. So Anaheim's obviously a team that's going through a lot of changes right now. They're a rebuilding team that's kind of struggled the last couple of years, but they've got some good young talent coming up that quite hasn't broken through at the NHL level yet, and they've also got a number of players left over in their lineup that I really like a lot and think are really good players. So with that, like, comment, share, subscribe, follow on social media. All those links are down in the description below. If you'd like to further support the channel, links to our Patreon and merchandise store are down in the description as well. Keep spreading the word about this channel. Let's keep this thing growing. Thank you very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll talk to you guys soon.